Eileo guys, and welcome back. I hope everything is well with you guys. Today we have the lovely Eerie, and let's go ahead and check out what he has going on. I believe it's a he, even though that photo looks kind of like a trap and that pose looks kind of like a trap. Let's go ahead and check out what he has going on here. He's an offensive tanker. His stats basically scale from his attack only. I don't know why it's only 3%, but it is what it is. And let's take a look at his costumes. Oh, that's totally different. That doesn't even look like the same character. Who is that? I mean, like, who is that, man? And that looks like more like a grown-up type, which again is fine. He kind of reminds me of Shishamaru from Inuyasha back in the day, to the kids that don't know. But I definitely don't mind his original look. His hairstyle is pretty cool. He looks overall pretty darn cool, in my opinion. Definitely underrated. Let's take a look at his exclusive weapon, however. And Furious Hydra, Holy Light, and Abyssal Assassin is his recommended equipment for his gear. And his exclusive weapon, Awakened Silver Meteor Spear, boosts his magic attack and defense for 10 seconds up to 10 times. So essentially 20% for 10 seconds, and it has a 6-second cooldown. So he's pretty much just going to keep that up all the time when he's attacking. So 20% increase in all of his defense and his magic attack. That could probably be a problem, especially later on. You know, we're talking about the end game, man. But his ultimate, Summon Blood Wolf. He summons a Blood Wolf whose power is proportionate to Wolf's combat power to aid in combat. It enhances Eerie's abilities for its duration. Blood Wolf lasts for 20 seconds. Let's see if this increases. So the magic attack increases for him, for minions in present. I'm not sure what that means. We'll have to see. Basic attack, additional damage by 20%. Self for any marked enemies. My bad. Basic attack for Blood Wolf increases his damage by 20% for any marked enemies, which I'm assuming marked enemies come from his other moves. The Howl increases skill damage for him and the Blood Wolf by 10% for 8 seconds. And then the Charge, 150% damage. It does bleeding for 1% of their max HP, I'm assuming, for 3 seconds. And then more additional damage, and it has a 24-second cooldown. His second skill, Fierce Spear, with 12-second cooldown, deals damage by throwing a spear at enemies in front, and this marks them. That's all it does. It seems like it might go a decent distance because it is a spear, but it marks them leading into his ult. And then Beast Transformation with a 6-second cooldown. He transforms into a beast and charges, pushing away enemies with damage. If this skill is used again, he repeatedly stabs enemies with his spear. So it seems like he gets up in there, he gets it stuck in, and then he starts stabbing crazily. Well, wildly, not crazily. And that goes up, and it does hit 2 times the first time and then 3 times. And anyone that's marked, going back to his second move, takes an additional 20% damage, and it stuns them for 2 seconds. So it looks like Fierce Spear, Beast Transformation, and then we try and bust out that Summon Blood Wolf, or Summon Blood Wolf after you do the Fierce Spear, and then Beast Transformation. His first passive, Survival Instinct, boosts his defense and tenacity. His second skill, Blood Spell, boosts his HP recovery per kill, so he can heal himself anytime an enemy dies. I'm assuming this goes up as we level it up because mine isn't currently unlocked, but it gives him some, not really self-sustain, but it kind of helps him hang in there, which isn't a big no-no. Then his second one boosts his magic attack and also his crit damage defense, which again will go up as we level him up. Next, his traits. Listen to the Howl of the Wolf. This has a 30-second cooldown if attacked. His defense and attack, everything just goes up by 8% for 8 seconds. A little bit harsh in my opinion. 30 seconds is quite a long time, and 8%, there's other people that get buffs where their HP or their defense or their attack goes up by 15-20% for 8 seconds, but it only has like a 24-second cooldown or 16-second cooldown. So that seems kind of odd, but it is for the whole squad and not just for himself. Then his second, Blood, I Smell Blood, has a 12-second cooldown. And upon attacking enemies, he gets a 15-point increase towards that 100 Fury, which boosts his defense for 5 seconds for 30%, which is pretty huge. And then HP recovery for 4 seconds for 5 seconds total. I mean, for 4% for 5 seconds total. So 20% HP recovery. Again, this is the trait. This is how the trait should be. I can understand why this one might have a 30-second cooldown, but I don't get why the other one has that 30-second cooldown. But let's go ahead and see how he does in PvE. Let's see what Eerie has going on here. So, regular attack is just slashes, just like Dean, and he does a little poke. Let's see that ult. His wolf comes out, and the wolf follows you for 20 seconds, which I've seen quite a bit in PvP, which is pretty handy. I wonder if the wolf can take any aggro, or is he just there just to do damage? But then that's the spear move. And that's the one where he transforms into a wolf and he starts stabbing them. So it looks like you should essentially have his ult off as much as you can while you're throwing out spears. So we're going to go ahead and pop that ult. Make sure you mark them even though I missed. Then dash in there, stab him. My wolf's over here doing work. He's basically soloing the stage for me. And he should be disappearing soon. No? Okay, he disappeared, so I mean, he's only gone for 2 seconds. Mark that dude. Go ahead and summon Wolf Bro. And we're going to go ahead and continue on. And get it stuck in. So they definitely did some work. I definitely like Eerie's playstyle. It's different. Not too different, but it's different in a good way. He definitely seems like he would be probably more of an issue, I would say, in a PvP situation more than PvE. I mean, I always can be wrong because I'm only human, but having a wolf, especially in a PvP environment, could be a problem because maybe the AI will switch over to the wolf instead of him, or maybe the AI will just ignore the wolf as the wolf is just destroying whoever is at the unfortunate end of it. But I mean, that's pretty much Eerie. If you guys have an Eerie, please let us know in the comments below, because there could be other people interested in Eerie and seeing how Eerie plays. But I'm definitely a fan of him. He's aesthetic. The wolf type deal is quite interesting, and you know, it's nice to have a change for once instead of having everyone with their little swords. But that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.